Thank you. Hello, everyone. The data that we hold most important, the things that keep us safe and secure, they are being stolen as we speak. And Merqury has the key to solve this problem. Hi, I'm Xuereb. I'm a quantum technologist that runs a startup that is future-proofing how the world communicates. And let me walk you through the problem that we're trying to solve. In 2024, we heard about Salt Typhoon, which is one set of hacks that affected pretty much every telecommunications network worldwide. In the US alone, it affected about 500 million devices. Hundreds of organizations were impacted by this, and at about 4 million euros per data breach, we're talking at least in the region of billions of euro for potential damages. And this is just for one hack in just one country. Now, what do you do when you're faced with a problem of this scale? Well, you can kind of cover your eyes and pretend the problem doesn't exist, or you can do something about it. Because the people who are gaining access to these billions of terabytes of our information, they will break into it. And that will compromise all of our safety and security. It will compromise our very ways of life. Now, someone much smarter than me once said that to fix a problem, you should focus on the cause and not the symptoms. Traditionally, in cybersecurity, we're concerned with securing the devices that shuttle data around the world, a bit less so with the pipelines, just like this thing over here, that carry that actual data. And this is the Achilles heel of most telecommunication systems. Now, with Merqury, we've assembled a team of engineers to solve this problem, because on the one hand, the quantum technologies do exist that can allow us to safeguard our networks for the future. And on the other hand, we have the banks, data centers, telcos, and other organizations that are rearing for this technology to become available. And here we have Merqury being the missing piece, joining these two together and creating this market. And in fact, we can open up a market worth tens of billions of euro. And we can do this because Merqury can make quantum networks a reality here and now. So we've created a software stack that allows network engineers to monitor, control, and manage quantum networks just like they do ordinary networks. We are developing an all-in-one self-contained appliance to make it straightforward for any organization to upgrade and future-proof their communication systems. And this combination of technology, software and hardware, is not just necessary to unlock the market, it also makes us truly unique. Now, we've spent the past couple of years building up our product. We've raised substantial EU funds to deploy Europe's most advanced quantum network. We have deployed a software stack that is so lean it fits in this Raspberry Pi over here, rather than requiring a full server to run on. And we are slowly deploying a hardware ecosystem, starting from optical switches all the way through to the secure appliance. We have pilot projects in Spain with AWS, in Italy with Telsy. We are embedded with quantum devices throughout Europe and encryptors as well. And we are now building up to Europe's first commercial quantum network provision, because every breach prevented is 4 million euros saved, which is 20 or 40 times more expensive than our solution costs. We are deployed throughout the entire critical infrastructure ecosystem, from government data centers, law enforcement, hospitals, research institutions, critical infrastructure, and operators of essential services. And there are thousands and thousands of data centers and operators worldwide waiting for this technology. Merqury is ready to take this opportunity and change the world. So thank you, and join us in securing your future.
Thank you, Andre. Maya, do you want to go first?
Thanks a lot. So is the growth mainly limited from the hardware or software scalability? And how is that evolving?
Okay, so the growth of the market is, it's limited by hardware availability to a sense. It's also limited by the fact, at the moment, we're talking right now, at the fact there is a mismatch between kind of the technology push and the market pull. So the hardware vendors are basically selling a half-baked solution. That is where we come in. So we effectively repackage their solution into something that deals with or speaks to the network engineers that need to integrate into their networks. So in other words, the main block at the moment is conceptual. The market cannot find what it wants in the technology. And thank you for the question.
Hi, Andre. Thank you so much for the presentation. I'd love to know why you're passionate about this problem space.
That's very interesting. I'm a quantum guy by training, so I love these things. But also, it's one of these blind spots of technology where we know that the Achilles heel of how our communication systems are formed lies in securing the pipelines, and no one seems to be doing this effectively. And I've got 3 kids. I want them to grow up in a safe and secure world, and I know I think that's part of it. The other part of it is I just like how the tech works and how it can change the world.
Maybe a quick question from my side. I would love to better understand, like, what does the sales process typically look like? Like, who is typically the buyer, the decision maker? Do you need to triangulate it with any other users internally, or how do you go about it?
Okay, so let's talk short, medium, long term. So short term, the way we're doing it is our software stack is at production. We're selling that. So there we go to the device vendors, and who are basically selling like hardware without good software. We go there, we license our software to them, and they sell it as part of a solution to their existing customers. So that's customer acquisition without doing any customer acquisition. Medium term, we are developing this all-in-one appliance, and that will allow us for the first time to go to proper end users and say, we can deliver something to you which does everything end to end. That is, let's say, medium term, which means like 18 months to maybe 36 months from now. And then beyond that, we are working with on an IP strategy. Basically, this kind of hardware appliance, there is a lot of patentability in there. There's a lot of uniqueness in there that we want to package as an IP package and work with Juniper, Cisco, Palo Alto, and the other, and basically roll it into one of their products, sell 1 million copies eventually. So that's kind of the process. Thank you.
Any final questions? If not, then thanks a lot, Andre.
You're very welcome.
Let's give a big round.